If I could be a fly on the wall when they all start to talk, what I wouldn't be to be a fly on the wall. They all go to uncover it all. All the things you wouldn't say to my face, I bet it's the truth unchained. So I'm Durand Bernarr, and I'm here with the lunch table at lunchtabletalks.com. I don't take for granted like any of this. You know, it's something that I do because I love it, and I couldn't see myself doing anything else. And if we're gonna be specific, it's kind of like, you know how they're all kind of birds, but the hummingbird was created to hum. And I feel like if I'm not humming, then I'm not being myself. So my first gig on the road was being a production assistant for Earth, Wind & Fire when I was 16. So I got a chance to see the behind the scenes and having to be, you know, at the venue at noon, setting up the production office. I was also doing merchandise. I had to help merchandise. I had to bus up replenish the buses, you know, get ice, take everybody's order, you know, so getting into background, I was like, this is not even half the work that I was doing, but it makes me appreciate it more. When people say I didn't get a good social experience because I was homeschooled, I'm like, no, I just didn't have the average social experience. I was able to learn and thrive in an environment that I actually wanted to be in. Being enrolled in, you know, Cleveland Institute of Music and Playhouse Square and taking acting classes and taking martial arts and going skating and, you know, being in church, you know, so I was very social, you know, but when I tell people that I was homeschooled and I'm an only child, they're like, really? You know, like they automatically think, oh, he's socially awkward. Yeah. Like, not at all. Yeah.
If you could work with any rapper or producer and just create some like beautiful music, who would it be?
I want to. I gotta tell you my first experience with him. He was opening up for Erykah in Houston at a university. I don't remember the name of it. But this was back when Good Kid, Mad City dropped. Before I even got a chance to speak to him, I was walking backstage, and I guess him and his crew, because it was a lot of niggas that he was with, and he was walking in front. And I'm walking past him, and he literally like acknowledged and shook my hand as I'm passing. He didn't even know who I was. So Erykah hadn't even gone on stage yet, so I was just like, wow, like, he's a nice guy. So just off the fact that he's nice, I would support him. Describe your perfect lunchtime meal. I experienced a meal that I would never forget the first year that I moved here, and I drove down to San Diego and had a gig. And my homegirl that hooked me up with the gig let me stay with a friend of hers. And her friend was like, look, I'm gonna cook for you. I didn't know that this woman was like actually on like a television cooking show. Like she's been on like competing cooking. She made me salmon, garlic mashed potatoes, broccoli. She sprinkled some 8-ball on the broccoli. And then for dessert, she had chocolate chip stuffed pretzels. I've never had a meal like that ever in my life. And I remember seeing the Crush on You video with Lil Kim and Lil C's, and I loved the yellow room. And I was like, well, that's my favorite color. I finally can have a choice. And it just feels good.
I like
it's
that.
the most noticeable color in the spectrum. And I feel like it kind of describes me if I was a color. Now if I was an instrument, I'd be a bass.